Sam was sitting at his desk, staring at the old hollow picture of him and his best friend, Alex. The two of them had grown up together, fought side by side in training sims, and dreamed about joining the defense fleet. But a year ago, Alex had moved to Titan Base to work on deep space patrols. Since then, they hadn't spoken much. It wasn't anyone's fault. Life had gotten busy. The distance made calls less frequent. Sam still sent messages sometimes, but Alex's replies were short, polite, and days late. Still, Sam kept the hollow picture near his desk, because Alex was the person who always understood him best. That was when his screen flashed red. Incoming broadcast, priority 1. He tapped it, and a cold, alien voice filled the room. People of Earth, your world will kneel. Your weapons are useless. We are the Zathari Dominion. Surrender, and we will spare your cities. Resist, and you will be destroyed. Sam's chest tightened. He opened the live feed. The outer rim of the solar system was filled with a wall of alien ships, massive, sleek, and endless. The fleet looked like it could swallow planets whole. For a moment, Sam forgot about Alex entirely. This was bigger than anything he had imagined. Then his personal com buzzed. It was a priority message from Titan Base. From Alex. Urgent, Sam. We saw them first. They're already here. I don't know if we'll survive the first wave. Just stay alive, okay? The message ended there. No video, no smile. Just fear in Alex's voice. Sam felt cold all over. The distance between them had never felt heavier. The next hours were chaos. Sirens wailed across the city as defense fleet reserves were called in. Sam was still in training, but the war councils needed everyone who could fight. He was assigned to an orbital defense station over Earth, a post that would put him directly in the aliens' path. Even as he suited up, his mind kept drifting. Back to Titan Base. If the aliens hit the outer colonies first, Alex might already be in danger. The thought twisted inside him. He wanted to send another message, but communications were now restricted. The alien fleet entered the outer system. By morning, humanity's first line of defense, the Titan and Ganymede patrols, moved to intercept. Sam watched from the defense station's command deck as live feeds streamed in from the battle. Alien warships unleashed beams of light that cut through space like knives. Human ships dodged, countered, and returned fire with railgun bursts and missile swarms. It was like nothing Sam had ever seen. But the aliens were relentless. One by one, human patrol ships went dark on the displays. Then came the report Sam dreaded. Titan Base has gone silent. He gripped the edge of the console. He wanted to shout, to demand details, but the officers were too busy shouting coordinates, redirecting weapon fire, and plotting orbital maneuvers. His hands shook. Alex might be gone, and there was nothing he could do but follow orders. 2 days later, the alien fleet reached Earth's orbit. Sam's defense station fired the opening salvo. Railguns tore into the first wave of alien cruisers, scattering their formation. The aliens returned fire immediately. Their beams slicing through the black dot. Sam worked his station's targeting array, locking missiles on enemy frigates. Every launch, every explosion, he told himself. This one is for Alex. The battle raged for hours. Alien ships fell, but so did human stations. The sky was a mix of fire and shadows. Then, a miracle happened. From the far side of the moon, a massive formation of human ships warped in. It was the remnants of the Titan patrol, led by none other than Alex's ship. Sam froze as the com feed lit up with a familiar voice. Defense Station 9. This is Titan Wing Commander Alex Ward. You didn't think I'd miss the party, did you? Sam couldn't speak. His throat was tight, his vision blurry. Alex was alive, and he was here. The Titan wing dove into the alien flank, unleashing coordinated strikes that shattered enemy lines. Sam's station opened fire alongside them, hammering the invaders from two sides. Hours later, the last alien flagship broke apart in orbit, its wreckage burning like falling stars across the sky. When the silence came, it was almost too much. To believe. The cum crackled again. "Sam," Alex said softly, "we made it. All of us. And I owe you one for keeping the home skies safe." Sam smiled for the first time in days. The distance between them still existed, light years of space, but in that moment, it felt like nothing. They had fought together, even from different ends of the system. And now, humanity had done the impossible. The Zathari had come for Earth. Asterisk. 2 weeks had passed since the Zathari fleet was destroyed. The wreckage still floated in orbit, glowing faintly as sunlight hit the twisted metal. To most people, this was a time for celebration. To Sam, it was a time of unanswered questions. Alex was alive. He had heard his voice, seen his ship in the fight. But after the battle, there had been no time to talk. Titan Wing had been ordered back to deep space to hunt down any surviving alien scouts. The last message Sam got from Alex was short. "We'll finish what they started. Keep Earth safe. I'll be in touch." And then, silence again. Sam sat in his small room on the defense station, staring at the holopicture of them from years ago. It was taken during training, both of them in uniform, laughing like the war was some far-off story that could never touch them. He wondered if Alex even thought about those days anymore. Maybe command had changed him. Maybe war had changed him. Sam wanted to send a message, to say, "I'm glad you made it," or "I miss talking to you." But he didn't know how to start. Words felt heavier now. Life on the station moved on. Crews worked around the clock, repairing orbital defenses and scanning for any alien signals. Sam kept busy, but his thoughts kept drifting. Then one morning, the alarm blared. Unidentified ship inbound high velocity. Sam's heart jumped. The screen showed a lone Zathari scout ship entering the system. It was small, but fast. Too fast. Command ordered an intercept. Sam's station was closest, so they launched immediately. As their defense ship closed in, Sam felt the tension building. This wasn't like the massive battle before. This was a chase, a hunt. The Zathari scout was probably carrying intel, maybe even targeting data for another invasion. Sam's job was targeting officer. He locked onto the ship, but the alien pilot was good, dodging, weaving, firing back with small plasma bursts. Finally, a railgun shot clipped its wing, sending it spinning. Instead of destroying it, command ordered them to disable it for capture. The crew boarded quickly, securing the alien inside containment. That's when Sam saw it, a small data core clutched in the alien's hands. The tech team scanned it and found something that froze the entire room. Recorded transmissions from Titan Wing. Sam's heart pounded. That meant Alex's unit had been tracked. The Zathari knew where they were. Command didn't waste time. They sent a message to Titan Wing, but there was no reply. Sam stood there, feeling the same helplessness as before. The distance between him and Alex wasn't just space anymore. It was danger, silence, and the possibility of loss. He made a decision. He went to his commanding officer. "Sir, request to be reassigned to the Titan Wing rescue mission." The officer frowned. "You're valuable here, Sam, and it's dangerous out there." "Sir, Alex saved Earth's orbit. I won't sit here while he's out there alone." After a long pause, the officer nodded. "You've got one shot. Don't waste it." The rescue fleet launched 3 days later. Sam stood on the bridge of a fast escort ship, staring at the stars. Somewhere out there, Alex was fighting to survive, and Sam was coming to find him. When they reached the last known coordinates of Titan Wing, the space ahead was littered with debris. Broken alien fighters drifted among shattered human drones. Then, the sensors picked up faint energy readings from a small moon nearby. The escort ships approached cautiously. Hidden inside a crater, Titan Wing's flagship was badly damaged, its hull scorched. Sam felt a rush of relief when a voice finally came. Overcomes. This is Commander Alex Ward. If you're here to help, you're a sight for sore eyes. The reunion wasn't like the ones in old movies. There was no big hug, no dramatic music. Just a quick handshake in the middle of chaos. Alex looked tired, older somehow, but when he saw Sam, he smiled faintly. Didn't think I'd see you here. I wasn't going to let you disappear, Sam replied. Together, they worked on getting Titan Wing's surviving ships back online. The Zathari weren't gone. There were whispers of a second, larger fleet gathering in deep space. But for now, they had this moment. Sam still didn't know how to say all the things he felt, how much he'd missed Alex, how scared he'd been to lose him. But maybe words could wait. Sometimes HFY wasn't just about winning wars. Sometimes it was about holding on to the people who mattered, even across the emptiness of space. And for the first time since the invasion began, Sam felt. Sam and Alex floated side by side in the cramped cockpit of their escort fighter. Outside, the stars stretched endlessly, black and silent, but they both knew danger waited in the darkness. The Zathari might be defeated in Earth orbit, but deep space scouts had been spotted near the asteroid belt. They couldn't risk another ambush. Sam kept glancing at Alex. Even after the reunion, the distance between them lingered. It wasn't just physical. Alex had changed. His voice, steady and commanding, carried the weight of responsibility. And Sam felt unsure of how to bridge the gap that time and war had created. The mission was simple on paper. Intercept the Zathari scout fleet before it reached the inner planets. But simple in space was rarely simple in reality. The moment they entered the asteroid belt, alarms blared. Sensors lit up with dozens of incoming targets, alien fighters weaving between rocks, firing plasma bursts with deadly precision. Stay sharp, Alex said calmly. We hit the lead ships first, then sweep the rest. Sam nodded. He gripped the controls, firing missiles and laser cannons at enemy ships. Explosions lit up the dark, bouncing off the jagged asteroids. Even in the chaos, Sam noticed the small things. Alex's hands moved confidently over the controls, his voice steady as he gave orders. Sam wanted to speak, to say, I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry for letting distance grow between us, but the words got caught in his throat. Hours passed like minutes. The Zathari fought hard, but humanity fought harder. Every time an alien fighter exploded, Sam's hope grew. Humanity's strength wasn't in numbers. It was in courage, strategy, and determination, the very things Alex and Sam had trained for since childhood. But then disaster struck. Massive Zathari cruiser appeared from behind an asteroid, its hull bristling with weapons. It fired a beam that struck one of their allied ships, sending it spinning into a collision with debris. The fleet faltered. Sam froze. He thought about Earth, and then about Alex, and how fragile life was. He knew he couldn't let fear control him. We've got to hit its weak points, Alex shouted. Cover me while I lock the plasma cannons. Sam followed orders instinctively. He maneuvered his fighter to draw fire away from Alex's ship, dodging the alien cruiser's beams. Every near miss reminded him of what was at stake, not just the war, but the people he cared about. The battle continued into the asteroid field, twisting and turning among rocks. Sam's hands ached, his eyes burned, but he didn't stop. He thought about all the times he and Alex had trained together, fought together in simulations, and dreamed about defending humanity. Finally, Alex's ship found the cruiser's weak point, a glowing vent near the engine core. Target locked. Fire. Sam held his breath as Alex released the plasma cannons. They struck perfectly. The cruiser shuddered, sparks flying, then exploded in a brilliant fireball, scattering debris across the asteroid belt. The remaining alien fighters, seeing their flagship destroyed, retreated. Humanity had won this strike, but Sam knew the war wasn't over. After the battle, Sam's fighter drifted alongside Alex's ship. Silence filled the cockpit, except for the hum of the engines. Sam finally spoke, hesitantly. "Alex, I missed you." Alex looked at him, surprised. Then he smiled softly. "I missed you too, Sam. I didn't know how to say it from Titan Base. I guess we both let distance grow." Sam felt a weight lift from his chest. The words he had been holding in for weeks, maybe months, were finally out. Even in the middle of war, even in space, they could reconnect. "I don't want to lose touch again," Sam said. "We won't," Alex promised. "No matter how far apart we are, we fight together, and we'll find a way to stay connected." They spent the rest of the day repairing minor damage to their ships, sharing quiet conversation and small jokes. Sam realized that HFY wasn't just about defeating aliens. It was about humanity itself, the courage to fight, the hope to survive, and the love that kept people connected across light-years. By the time they returned to the fleet, Sam felt stronger, not just as a fighter, but as a person. The distance between him and Alex still existed, but it was no longer a barrier. It was a challenge they were willing to face together. As the escort ships returned to base, a new message came through from Earth Command. A full alien fleet had been detected moving closer to the inner planets. Sam and Alex exchanged a glance. The danger was far from over. But this time, they weren't afraid. They had each other. And humanity, no matter the odds, had proven it could rise, unite, and fight, even when facing the darkness between the stars. And Sam knew one thing for certain. The next strike wouldn't just be about survival. It would be about showing the universe what humans were made of. Because when the Zathari came for Earth, Sam thought humanity would never back down, and together they would reduce any threat to ashes. Asterisk. The alarm blared across the Earth Defense Command. Sam and Alex were back on Earth, standing among thousands of other pilots, engineers, and soldiers. The alien fleet had regrouped, larger and more organized than before. Humanity couldn't rely on a single base or fleet this time. The planet itself had to unite. Sam felt the familiar weight in his chest. For months, he and Alex had drifted apart. Time, distance, and war had put a wall between them. But now, seeing Alex in full command alongside him, Sam felt hope stirring. He wanted to speak, to reconnect fully, but the enormity of the situation made words difficult. Earth was different now. Nations that had argued for decades now worked together. Military leaders shared intelligence openly. Civilian engineers volunteered to design weapons, drones, and shields. Even scientists who had never been part of combat were mobilized to strengthen Earth's defenses. Sam walked along the command corridor with Alex. They observed teams coordinating orbital strikes, planetary defenses, and communications. Sam's admiration for Alex grew. Despite the time apart, Alex had never lost the leadership and courage Sam had always admired. "It's amazing," Sam said softly. "All of this coming together. I never thought I'd see humanity like this." Alex glanced at him, a small smile tugging at his lips. "It's what we can do when we have to. When everything is at stake, we show our true strength." Sam nodded. Strength, courage, and unity, the very traits that had always connected him to Alex. The first signs of the alien fleet appeared near Mars. Sensors lit up with hundreds of ships, forming a dark wall in space. Sam's heart raced. This was no longer a test. This was the fight for the entire planet. Command organized the fleets into coordinated wings. Sam and Alex were assigned to lead one of the strike divisions. "Stay close," Alex said quietly. "We've got this. And after we talk, okay?" Sam's chest tightened. The promise, simple but real, gave him hope. He realized that even in the chaos of war, connection mattered. He had been scared of losing Alex before, but now he understood that courage wasn't just about firing weapons. It was about facing fear, fighting for survival, and holding on to those who mattered most. The battle began at dawn. Humanities. Ships emerged from Earth orbit, forming precise formations. Alien ships fired first, launching plasma beams and swarms of drones. Explosions lit the void like deadly fireworks. Sam's fighter weaved between debris, dodging attacks while returning fire. He watched as Alex's ship tore through enemy lines with expert precision, each maneuver coordinated with Sam's own. Movements. Even in the middle of combat, he felt the invisible thread between them tighten. Distance didn't vanish, but it became a shared determination. Hours of fighting passed. Earth's fleets were relentless, attacking in waves, adapting quickly to alien strategies. Sam realized the alien fleet had underestimated human intelligence and cooperation. Every human pilot, every engineer, and every soldier had learned to act not just for themselves, but for everyone. Amidst the chaos, Sam noticed small things. A fighter saving another from a missile strike, engineers improvising a repair mid-flight, civilians cheering via comms to boost morale. Humanity's strength wasn't just in technology. It was in the people, brave, determined, and unbroken. During a brief lull, Sam communicated with Alex. "We're holding them," Sam said, voice shaking slightly. "But it's enormous. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this." "I know," Alex replied. "But Earth isn't just one ship, one person. It's all of us. And we'll show them that humanity doesn't give up. Not now, not ever." Sam smiled, feeling a warmth he hadn't realized he'd missed. The distance between them had been heavy, but the fight and Alex's voice made it bearable. He had missed this, the bond of working together, of relying on each other. The alien fleet pressed harder, targeting Earth's orbital stations. Sam and Alex led counterattacks, using clever maneuvers to flank enemy ships. The humans adapted, quickly turning alien strategies against them. Slowly the tide turned. Alien ships exploded, debris scattering across the void. Sam couldn't help but think of all the people on Earth, the children watching from below, the families praying, the soldiers fighting alongside them. Humanity was united, not just by fear or survival, but by hope. "We're doing it," Sam said quietly. "We're really doing it." "We are," Alex confirmed, looking at him. "Together." By nightfall, the alien fleet began to retreat. Humanity had defended the inner planets, and Earth's forces had proven that no enemy could divide them. The planet itself had become a fortress, a testament to human ingenuity and courage. Sam finally allowed himself a moment of relief. He looked at the remnants of the Zathri fleet had scattered into deep space, but Sam and Alex knew they could not rest. Humanity had proven it could defend Earth, but the aliens would return, stronger and smarter. Sam sat in the cockpit of his fighter, staring out at the endless black. Even after weeks of battle, he felt the ache of distance again. Alex was nearby, leading their wing with precision, yet the memory of months apart lingered in Sam's mind. He wanted to speak, to bridge the gap, but the weight of responsibility and fear of disrupting focus held him back. The mission was clear: hunt the alien scouts before they could regroup into a new fleet. Humanity would go on the offensive for the first time since the invasion. "We've got to move fast," Alex said, checking his instruments. "They're hiding near the Kuiper Belt. We strike together," Sam nodded. He trusted Alex completely. But the nervous knot in his chest reminded him of everything he'd missed. The laughter, the small talks, the reassurance that distance had stolen from them. They approached the Kuiper Belt, a region full of ice and rock, perfect for ambushes. Scanners picked up multiple alien signatures. "Split into pairs," Alex commanded. "We take the flanks. I'll lead the center strike." Sam's fighter paired with Alex. As they glided through the darkness, the silence between them was thick. Neither spoke, but every move was coordinated, every maneuver precise. Sam realized something. Even when words failed, teamwork and trust kept them connected. Suddenly, alarms blared. Alien drones emerged from behind asteroids, attacking and coordinated. "Waves! Here they come!" Alex shouted. Sam gritted his teeth. His fingers flew across the controls, firing missiles and lasers. Explosions erupted around them, casting brief light over the cold void. Even amidst the chaos, Sam couldn't help but glance at Alex. He saw the same determination he remembered from years of training together. It was comforting, and it made him feel closer despite all the distance. "We can do this," Sam muttered under his breath. "Yes," Alex replied through the calm, though he didn't see Sam's expression. "We fight together. Always." Those words, simple but profound, filled Sam with hope. Hours passed as the battle intensified. The alien scouts tried to retreat into hidden pockets of space, but Sam and Alex's wing moved like a single organism. Humanity's cunning was evident. Drones were used to herd enemies. Railgun bursts targeted weak points, and small fighters executed daring maneuvers to cut off escape routes. Sam felt a surge of pride. This was humanity at its best, resourceful, fearless, and united. And Alex was in the heart of it, fighting alongside him. One moment changed everything. A massive alien command ship appeared, directing the scattered scouts. Its weapons fired indiscriminately, threatening to overwhelm Sam's wing. "It's too strong for small fighters," one pilot shouted. Alex turned to Sam. "We can't let it escape. Follow my lead." Sam's stomach tightened. He felt fear, but also determination. They had survived worse. He trusted Alex. Together, they could do this. They executed a daring plan. Alex drew the ship into a trap between two asteroid fields, while Sam and a small squadron targeted its energy cores. Explosions rippled across the ship's hull. The command vessel shuddered, sparks flying, then finally broke apart in a blaze of light. The alien scouts, now leaderless, scattered and were swiftly destroyed by humanity's coordinated assault. Sam and Alex hovered in formation, breathing heavily, watching the enemy remnants drift as debris. Sam turned to Alex. "We did it. We actually did it." Alex nodded, smiling faintly. "We did it together. That's what matters." For the first time since the invasion began, Sam felt a real closeness to Alex again. Words were no longer necessary. Their actions, trust, and shared courage had spoken louder than anything else. The fleet returned to Earth orbit, triumphant but exhausted. Humanity had struck a decisive blow, showing that they could hunt as well as defend. Every pilot, engineer, and soldier celebrated the victory, but Sam and Alex shared a quieter, more personal moment. I've missed this," Sam said softly. "I know," Alex replied. "Me too. Distance, it's hard. But seeing you here, fighting beside me, it reminds me of what matters. We'll find a way, Sam, together." Sam smiled, feeling hope settle in his chest. They had turned the tide in the war, but more importantly, they were beginning to reconnect across the distance that had grown between them. At night, as the fleet rested and repairs continued, Sam sat in the observation deck, staring at Earth, glowing below. Alex joined him silently, leaning against the railing. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" Alex asked. "Yes," Sam whispered. "And it's worth fighting for. Worth everything." Alex nodded. He didn't need to say more. Sam knew that, despite the vast distances of space and the dangers they faced, the bond between them had survived. Humanity had turned the tide in the war. And in the process, Sam and Alex had begun to turn the tide in their own lives, reconnecting, rebuilding, and finding hope. Because when the Zathari came for Earth, humanity didn't just fight. Humanity adapted, survived, and thrived. Sam realized that no matter how far someone moved away, no matter the stars between them, courage, hope, and connection could bring them back together. The alien fleet had regrouped. This time, they came not with small scouts, but with a massive flagship, larger than any human city, bristling with weapons. Its shadow stretched over Earth, orbit like a storm. Humanity's fleets converged, ready to fight the battle that could. Beside the war. Sam stood on the bridge of his fighter, staring at the enormous alien ship. His chest tightened, and for the first time in weeks, he felt the old fear return, not just for the planet, but for Alex. Alex, now at the center of the human strike group, caught Sam's eye. There was a calm in his gaze that Sam envied. Despite the distance, despite all the battles and time apart, Alex was still the same person he had always trusted. "Stay close," Alex said over the cone. "We'll get through this. Together." Sam nodded, swallowing the lump in his throat. The distance between them still existed, but this time, hope filled the space instead of doubt. The battle began with a deafening roar. Alien energy beams lit the void, slicing through human ships. Explosions painted the darkness with fire, and sparks. Sam's fighter dodged and weaved through the chaos, firing missiles and lasers at alien drones. Every strike reminded him of what was at stake. Not just Earth, but the people he loved, including Alex. "Sam, flank right?" Alex commanded. His voice carried authority, trust, and reassurance. Sam followed instantly. They moved like a single organism, their bond tested and strengthened in the middle of chaos. Hours passed, and human losses were heavy. Ships spiraled into debris fields, lights flickering out. Still, humanity refused to yield. "We can't let them break us." Sam muttered, thinking of Earth below and of Alex by his side. "We can't lose now." "We won't," Alex replied. "Look at what we've done already. This is just one more fight." The alien flagship unleashed its full power, sending waves of plasma and energy storms toward the human fleet. Sam's fighter shook under the onslaught, but he kept moving, trusting Alex and the other pilots. Alex's ship led a daring maneuver. He drew the alien flagship toward a cluster of asteroids, using the terrain to their advantage. Sam followed closely, watching Alex coordinate attacks, exploit weaknesses, and protect their fleet. Sam realized then that HFY wasn't just about surviving attacks. It was about courage, creativity, and unity. Humanity could take on an enemy, larger, stronger, and seemingly unbeatable, because people refused to give up. Finally, Alex spotted a vulnerability, a glowing vent near the alien flagship's engine core. "Sam, cover me," Alex shouted. "This is our chance." Sam didn't hesitate. He fired everything he had, drawing enemy fire away from Alex's ship while the commander prepared the decisive strike. Explosions erupted around them, debris flying dangerously close. Sam's heart pounded. "Almost there?" Alex grunted. "Now!" The flagship's core ignited in a brilliant blaze. The ship shuddered, sparks flying across its hull, and then exploded into a fireball brighter than the moon. The remaining alien ships scattered, leaderless and broken. The battle was over. Silence fell over the void, broken only by the hum of human ships. Sam floated beside Alex's fighter, both of them exhausted but alive. "We did it," Sam whispered, voice hoarse. "We did it together," Alex replied, a small smile appearing for the first time in days. Sam felt a weight lift from his chest. The distance, the fear, the months apart, none of it mattered now. What mattered was the bond they had rebuilt. Stronger than before. After returning to Earth orbit, Sam and Alex took a quiet moment together on the observation deck of the command station. Below, the planet glowed with life, cities shining through the night. I'm sorry for letting the distance grow," Sam said softly. "I missed you more than I realized." Alex turned to him. "I know, and I'm sorry too. War changes people. Time moves fast, and distance feels bigger than it is. But we're here now, and we won't let it happen again." Sam smiled. Hope filled him completely. Even in the darkest times, even across light years of space and the chaos of war, they had found each other again. "Together," Sam repeated. "Always," Alex said. The fleet began repairs and recovery, but humanity had proven something important. Even against impossible odds, they could rise, fight, and win. They had defended Earth. They had defeated the Zathari, Armada. And Sam realized something else, that the greatest victories weren't